guys, so today's look is a Pretty Little Liars look, and it's Spencer Hastings, and I love her makeup just because it's so simple, but she looks like she's wearing makeup. So this is just an overview, just really simple lips, just glow on the cheeks, and very nice winged eyeliner. So I hope you guys like this look. I had really fun doing this, and next up is Aria's look, so look forward to that. And hope you guys have a great day, and let's just get started into the video. Okay, so first you want to apply an eyeshadow base, and I'm just using NYX's eyeshadow base in Skin Tone. I use this in a lot of tutorials. And I'm just going to base that on my eye, up until my brow bone, and then all around. Then I'm just taking my 28 Neutral palette from Coastal Scents, and I'm using the dupes that would be MAC Jest and Wedge. So Jest looks like that, and then Wedge looks like this. So I'm just going to mix those two together on a lid brush. Now that they're mixed on my eyeshadow brush, one color is on the one side and the other color is on the other side, I'm just going to blend that in onto my lid and crease, working in my first and second third. Blending out to my third. Next, I'm just going to be taking Nylon, which is like a MAC dupe, in the Coastal Scents palette, and it looks like that. It's just like a very light gray color. And this color is going to go on our outer edge. Now I'm applying Nylon on the outer edge. Now comes for the color. This is what I call a teddy bear brown, and this is from the L'Oreal Hip Duo, and it is the one in Brazen. It looks like this, and I'm just going to be using the brown from this, not the pink. So this is what the brown looks like. I'm just going to be taking this with a fluffy blending brush. I'm just going to be taking a little bit of this color, just a little bit of that brown, and I'm just going to be putting that on the outer edge. Spencer had a kind of gray look in her eye, like on the outer edge. So what I'm going to be taking is e.l.f.'s Brightening Like Eyeshadow Duo. Just looks like that. And this is just in basic quad number 4. It doesn't really have a name on it. And I'm just going to be taking this very dark silver color right there. So I'm just going to be taking with the same brush I was just using. I'm going to be taking just a little bit of this on my brush. And I'm going to be placing this on the outer edge just like I did with the brown. Okay, basically that's it for the eyeshadow. And the only other eyeshadow is her highlight. And I'm just going to be using Anastasia's Beverly Hills Matte Highlighter Pen. And it's just a matte pink highlight color, and it's really, really gorgeous. I'm just going to be placing this right underneath my brow, and I'm just going to be blending it in. Next, to set the cream matte highlighter, I'm just going to be using Nylon again, and I'm just going to apply this to a angled brush, getting some on an angled brush. Now I'm just going to set it by placing this all under my eyebrow, blending it in all different ways just so you can highlight underneath your brow just like Spencer did. Then I went ahead and filled in my brow, just giving it some definition. All the Pretty Little Liars girls had very defined dark brows. So I just filled it in and shaped it with my number 7 brush with the spool, and then with the angled brush. And I used my Anastasia powder, just like always, with my favorite eyebrow powder. And I am in medium ash, medium brown, and I use the darkest color, which is the medium brown color. Spencer didn't have too much color on her waterline, but she did have a brown liner. All I'm using is Ulta's Kohl eyeliner pencil, and it's just in the color deep brown. It kind of looks like that. It's a little bit lighter than that, and it's just a pencil, but it's a Kohl eyeliner pencil. I'm just going to defining my waterline with this. Now to set the liner and kind of give it a smudge effect just on the outer edge, I'm just going to be taking a smudge brush from e.l.f. Any kind of eyeshadow brush would work fine, just kind of something with a point. Then I'm just going to go ahead back into my L'Oreal Hip Duo, and I'm just going to be taking that brown again. I'm just going to be getting a little bit on my smudge brush, and just a little bit. And all I'm going to do is just define the outers. Spencer definitely had eyeliner on her upper lash line, but the thing is, it was winged. So basically, I'm just going to go line my upper lash line and wing it. I'm going to be out of camera, so I'm just going to skip it, but I am going to do it, and it's just going to be using e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. I don't know if it's focusing. It's just their $1 one, and it's in black. And this is a great one. It has a great tip. So I'm just going to go ahead and line my upper lash line, and I'll be back. Okay, since I winged out my eyeliner, I'm just going to set it where the wing is. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that dark silvery shadow that we had before, just taking a very little bit because it's very pigmented, and just placing this right on the wing. Spencer didn't have as much as like volume to her lashes, so all I'm going to do is just curl them first, and I'm just using an e.l.f. eyelash curler. Just going to give about 3 little pumps to my eyelashes. The mascara I'm just using a e.l.f. lengthening and defining mascara, and it's just in black. It's just like a black case. I think you can find these for about $1 or $3. And these are really good. And since Spencer didn't have very defined lashes, all I'm going to do is place the mascara at the tips of her lashes. Now for blush. Spencer didn't have a lot of blush on. She basically had no color at all except her natural flushed cheeks. So basically, I'm just going to be taking this CoverGirl's blush. It's kind of a very light, fair tone, and it's in the color Cheekers. I don't know if that's focusing. And it's just a very light, peachy tone with a little bit of shimmer in it. Now, there's no really peach pigmentation in it. It's just a shimmer. So I'm just going to be taking a round contouring brush. I'm just going to dab it on there. And I'm going to rise it on my apples and putting it up on my cheekbones. Lastly, Spencer's lips. Spencer's lips looked absolutely natural, like she had no color on at all. But of course, she probably did. So I'm just going to apply a lip balm ball just as a moisture, and I'm just using EOS lip balm ball in Tangerine, and I'm just going to coat my lips. Now, I'm not applying any lipstick because Spencer's lips look so natural, but they just had a little glossy shine. So I'm just going to be using Stila's lip glaze. And I'm going to be using it in blush, and that's the color right here. And it's just a really nice pink red tone, and that's kind of what her lips had. So now I'm just going to kind of get that up on the brush, and I'm just going to apply this to my lips.